I'm Ellie, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video, so thank you so much for clicking on it and hopefully for staying for a little short meditation to honour the winter solstice. If you're watching in 2025, the solstice this year falls on the 21st of December. Don't worry if you're watching a few days later, it's still that same kind of period of the year where we welcome in the official start of winter. It's when the earth is tilted at its furthest away from the sun, which means the days are at their very shortest and the nights are at their longest. So we're limited for the amount of light that we have, but we've got a lot of darkness. But the good news is that from this point onwards, the days do start to get longer and gradually we'll make our way towards spring when everything starts to blossom and grow again. And I think that's what's super interesting about how we as humans approach the seasons, or maybe our lack of acknowledgement of the seasons. So if we look to nature, the trees have already shed their leaves in the autumn in preparation for this harsh winter where they need to conserve their energy until they bloom again in the spring. And it's the same for animals. A lot of them went into hibernation in the autumn time so they could survive the winter. But if we look to humans, nowadays we don't even really acknowledge the change of the seasons too much. We just carry on, maybe on autopilot. Maybe we even get a little bit quicker. The pace picks up at this time of year as we have Christmas, lots of busy things going on. But everything that nature tells us is that this is the time to slow down, that we need to rest, that we need to let the darkness in, the slower times, so that we have energy for the light and the regrowth, the rebirth of spring. So today I'm going to focus on that in this meditation, a little bit of a reflective time, and maybe just to consider how slowing down feels for you. It's often not something we do too much, so don't worry if it's a little bit difficult. So when you're ready, pause this video if you need, but set yourself up. You could be sitting on a chair. You might sit on a block like me that just lets your hips open a little bit more. Maybe you sit on a bolster, on a cushion, any way you want. You could even lie down if that's going to help you really to embrace and enjoy this meditation in the most restful way. Maybe wrapping yourself up in a blanket like me. And when you're ready, when you found that comfortable seat, just come to close down your eyes or take a gentle gaze. Place your hands on the knees, on the legs. Take a shoulder roll going back and just gently drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe a slight little tuck of the chin just to find length in the back of the neck. Before we do anything else, we'll just take a few moments to observe how you've arrived here on your mat, on your cushion, on your chair. Maybe noticing anything you're carrying with you from your week so far, your day so far. Just being curious and observing. Maybe noticing if you've been go this week or today, whether it takes a little bit of time for your body, your breath, your heart, just to really slow down. Maybe you notice the heartbeat's still quite fast, or the breath is still quite shallow. Not placing any judgment on anything that comes up in these first few moments. No right or wrong way to be. Just allowing ourselves to slow down, to actually notice and to check in with how we're doing. maybe just observing how stillness feels for you. Does it feel like just what you need? Does it feel a little bit uncomfortable, unusual? Maybe like a few things are tugging you to go and do them. Just observing how it is to be still. And then bringing your attention to your breath. So not trying to change it in any way, just observing where is it that you feel the breath most prominently. So that could be the flow of air in and out through the nose. It could be the rise of the belly, the expansion as you breathe in, and the softening of the chest or the belly as you breathe out. So not changing the breath, but for the next few moments, just bringing your attention to it. And any time a thought from the outside world, your day, your week, anything you need to do pops into your head, see if you can gently, softly, slowly just bring your attention back to wherever it is that you feel the breath. Let it be your anchor. And as we continue this meditation, just allowing your breath to anchor you in this present moment. Maybe observing where you feel it, or maybe trying to observe the little pauses between the inhales and exhales. So really observing where the inhale starts, where it ends at the top, and that little tiny moment of pause just before the exhale begins. And then when you reach the bottom of the exhale, again, that little moment of pause before the next inhale begins. So finding what anchors you in the here and now. When the mind starts to wander, that's okay. That's exactly what happens. And the practice of yoga, meditation, is a way we can just quiet the chatter of the mind. being gentle and kind to yourself if the mind has been wandering. Every time, just gently redirecting your focus to the breath. It can be really hard to allow ourselves to sit in stillness, to slow down when there's so much to do at this time of year. We think that doing this kind of practice takes us away from the things we should be doing, from that need to do more. But it's actually through this stillness, through embracing the winter, that we give ourselves energy to be able to do those things. The solstice is all about letting go what no longer serves us, reflecting on what that might be, so that we can welcome in the light, the growth of spring. And maybe taking a moment just to think of something that's not serving you at the moment. Maybe a way you're living, maybe something small in your life. Just one or two things that you feel you could change, maybe you can let go of. Don't think too hard about it, just the first few things that pop into your mind. Maybe just setting a small intention to be more mindful in those areas. Invite some slowness, some intention in. And take a final few moments of stillness, silence, either focusing on that intention or drawing your attention back to the breath. And then keeping eyes closed, just coming now to take one hand on top of the other at the heart. So the hands are touching on top of that heart space, Anahata chakra in yoga. Just observing the beat of the heart. Maybe coming back to that intention. And with these hands on the heart, just committing to a little bit of self-care for the remainder of these winter months. Observing any shifts from when you arrived in this practice. Again, no right or wrong, just observing your experience. And then we'll release whatever you need to let go of with a big final releasing breath. So we'll inhale through the nose and then we'll sigh out through the mouth. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. come to join the hands in prayer in Anjali Mudra, and then bring the thumbs up to the third eye chakra, Ajna, that place of intention, coming back to that place once more. And then taking a bow down, thanking yourself for carving out a little bit of time for you today. And thanking the lineage of yoga, the teachers that have passed it down to us. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you feel like you're honouring the seasons a little bit more with that meditation, and hopefully it sparks something to maybe consider that a little bit more as you move through the world. Thank you so much.